Hello, Caitlin. It's Monday, April 14th. I had to think about it. Today, I am coming to you from my new apartment, which I will give you a proper tour of once it's more put together, because it's not put together, like, at all. Garrett's watching me film this, and now I feel awkward. This is what it's gonna be like in the future, though. Garrett's gonna watch me, like, every Monday, and he's gonna laugh at me like he's doing right now. Do your homework. You have finals.
I'm laughing with you.
Do your homework already. Garrett has finals this week. Your video about it being National Poetry Month was pretty cool, and it makes me want to tell you about Billy Collins because he's my favorite poet. I've shared one of his poems before on the vlog, Vade Mecum, but he's seriously like the best. He's the poet laureate from 2001 to 2003. Came to BYU in 2008, and that is where I discovered him. Like, I don't even know what prompted me to go see him. Like, well, I guess one of my classes just announced that he was going to be reading, and so I went, and he was hysterical, and I don't know, he's just so charming in person. Like, listening to him read his poems is like half the fun of his poems. And then I've seen him twice since then. I saw him at Snow College and saw him in Minneapolis when I was there for work. He was in town performing, so I'm like, sure, I'm gonna go. Another great thing about Billy Collins is that Garrett really likes Billy Collins, and like when I was getting to know him, like, and I found out that he liked Billy Collins, it was like a freak out moment. Like, it was a bigger freak out moment than when I discovered that he liked John Green, because Billy Collins is just like a lot more obscure. Garrett's laughing. Like, liking Billy Collins is like a way bigger deal than liking John Green. I don't know. And we even listened to his the live recording that he has on our first date, and I told Billy Collins about that when I met him in Minneapolis, and he kind of looked at me like I was crazy. I'm gonna put a link to some of his poems in the doobly-doo because it really is better to hear him read them, but I am gonna share one of my favorites with you. It's called Another Reason Why I Don't Keep a Gun in the House. The neighbor's dog will not stop barking. He is barking the same high, rhythmic bark that he barks every time they leave the house. They must switch him on their way out. The neighbor's dog will not stop barking. I close all the windows in the house and put on a Beethoven symphony full blast, but I can still hear him muffled under the music, barking, barking, barking. And now I can see him sitting in the orchestra, his head raised confidently as if Beethoven had included a part for barking dog. When the record finally ends, he is still barking, sitting there in the oboe section, barking, his eyes fixed on the conductor who is entreating him with his baton, while the other musicians listen in respectful silence to the famous barking dog solo, that endless coda that first established Beethoven as an innovative genius. Also, there was a really giant spider on my car this week, and so I filmed him, but then he started looking at me like he was angry, and so I backed away. Well, and by that I mean I ran away, because he was scary. Also, tonight for FHE we played goalball, which is like it's a Paralympic sport that people who are blind play. Our bishop's son is blind, and so he taught us how to play it. He played competitively when he was a teenager. It was really, really hard. Yeah, because it was hard. I respect anyone who plays that game, like, a lot now. I think it would also be easier if we were playing where rules were being enforced, like keeping the audience quiet. But anyway, here's some footage of it, maybe. Okay, well, look forward to many more vlogs with this lovely background. I'll probably hang some stuff up because it's pretty boring. Anyway, keep being authentically awesome.